Thank you for taking time out with Premier Sports Officials Association. Sean Johnston here from Omaha, Nebraska, bringing you NFHS NSAA training tape number 11. We are going to go over some impactful plays. It is playoff time. We have 24 games this week, and then we have 21 more games for the remainder of the season. Let's stay strong. Let's be prepared for these impactful plays in a game. So first one we're going to talk about, offensive pass interference. We got the ball on the 3, fourth quarter, 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Fourth down and goal. Very impactful time, very impactful play. So mechanically, what we are preparing to do, we should be communicating with our wings at the snap, get to the goal line. Another thing we are doing mentally, a referee, count 11 defense, count 11 offense before they're ready for play. Umpire doing a great job communicating to the snapper. Wait until the whistle. Do not snap the ball until the whistle is blown. So as we go through this play here, we are going to talk about keys. Because if we have great mechanics, if we understand our keys, we are not going to miss judgment calls. All right? We have a wide 3-trip to the right. So back judges, 5-person mechanics, you have the widest receiver on the strong side. H, you're going to have the next 2 receivers on the inside, and that will leave now the L with the wide receiver here and the L with the tight end here. All right? We should know what our keys are pre-snap. As this play goes, these are the 2 players we're looking at. So the back judge should be there. The head linesman should be there. As this play goes, we have contact by the offensive receiver number 15, which brings the teammate wide open for a touchdown pass. So now let's talk rules. All right, number 1, offensive pass interference. The offensive pass interference restrictions begin at the snap for the offense. If they are blocking behind the line of scrimmage, legal. If they are blocking beyond the neutral zone, so the neutral zone is the 3, this block is happening at the 2, now we have blocking downfield. Now the next step process, the pass has to be beyond the neutral zone. So we don't have a flag here yet. We have a hanging flag because the offensive receiver did not seek to avoid contact. He found a way to contact that defensive back, and it's a foul right now. Now the ball is beyond the neutral zone. All right, so this is offensive pass interference. We cannot be surprised by these plays. Whenever we're snapped in the red zone, all right, these pick plays, these blocking downfield plays are going to happen. We have to be aware of it. Impactful play in an impactful part of the game. And line of scrimmage officials, remember, get to the goal line at the snap. Snapping at the 5 and in, get ahead of the play. Snapping at the 10 and the 6-yard line. Impactful play number 2. We have 3rd and 8 from the 42-yard line. All right, so we're going back to our keys again. Pre-snap keys. We have trips to the H side. So back judge, you got the widest wide receiver. H, you got the next 2 receivers on your side. L, you're going to have a wide receiver, and you're going to be responsible for this back. So as this play develops, we now have a receiver coming across the bottom and is going to catch the ball at the 41 and a half. We can't really tell. We're not going to nitpick here. But 2 items. Umpire, we need you to get up to the line of scrimmage and follow this pass because we need to know where this receiver touches this pass. Next thing we need to know is blocking downfield. When does this block right here happen? I would say this is a bang, bang block, early blocking downfield on a tight spot of where this receiver touches the ball. Now we're going to get into philosophy. This is way different than in the red zone and the play we just saw. This player is a good 8-9 yards away. This defensive back is not making a play on this receiver. So now this can fit all of our categories of when in doubt, it is not. All right, so when in doubt, is it beyond the neutral zone? It is not. When in doubt, is it early blocking? It is not. All right, so this is not going to be considered an offensive pass interference foul. As this play goes, once we have a flag, do not stop officiating. All right, now we have a tight goal line play. Does he get in? Maybe, probably, most likely. But remember our philosophies. When in doubt, no cheap scores. All right, but whatever our judgment is, we need a signal. We need a result of the play. All right, because now, if this crew gets together and shares information with the calling official that ball was touched at or behind the line of scrimmage, that block was at or a bang bang when that ball was touched, and we pick up this flag, now we got to know the result of the play. All right, so officials, when you throw your flag, it's going to be an impactful decision in playoff time. But continue officiating the play, because now the rest of the crew, the players and coaches, need to know what is the result of the play if the crew picks up this flag through sharing information. So black and white, you have offensive pass interference as long as you can explain to the coaches exactly why. By philosophy, this is not offensive pass interference. Make these big plays, these big fouls, stand out. You do not want to measure in the minor fouls. A lot going on in this play. Another playoff game, 6-0, 1st and 10 from the B39. Once again, we have trips. All right, so mechanics and keys are going to be important here on this play. All right, so the back judge has a strong side widest receiver. Head linesman, inside 2. Line judge, wide receiver here, and the back there. Umpire, you got guard, center guard, and ineligible lineman downfield. Referee, you have the passer. This is a designed quarterback run. All right, with this designed quarterback run, we now have linemen going downfield. That is what it's designed to do. All right, so right now we have a lineman 52, clearly beyond 2 yards. And now we have lineman number 75, clearly beyond. All right. We're reading this as a run play. All the officials are reading this as a run play. But now, things are going to change. Passer never gets 1 foot beyond the B39. He can still pass the ball. All right, and this is now what he's looking to do. Now he is not tucking the ball. He is getting it in a throwing hand so he could release the ball. All right, so this is now the importance of that mechanic. Umpire, we need you to get to this line of scrimmage. All right, and you're going to see why of location of our bodies are going to help with a lot of things here. Pass in the air. Was that legally touched? Was it touched? Did the defender have an opportunity to intercept that pass? And was there an eligible receiver in the area? All right, so we're going to go back and we're going to play it in slow motion. So we already know we have an eligible lineman downfield, which is only a foul on a legal forward pass beyond the line of scrimmage. So now we have a legal forward pass, but it doesn't get beyond the line of scrimmage because now it is touched by this lineman at the 40-yard line, which is behind the basic spot of the 39-yard line. So since the offense touched the ball behind the basic spot neutral zone, 39-yard line, we cannot have offensive pass interference in the backfield. All right, so there was some discussion. Is this offensive pass interference because this ineligible receiver impeded the opportunity of this defender to catch the ball? The answer is no, because he's behind the 39. But we now have illegal touching. An originally ineligible receiver was the first person to touch the ball. This is a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, and it's a loss of down. All right, so here comes the flag for the touching, and now as a crew, we now have to piece everything together. All right, I had lineman downfield, doesn't matter, ball didn't get past the line of scrimmage. I have OPI because that touch prevented an interception, doesn't matter, it was behind the line of scrimmage. Now we have illegal touching, ineligible receiver, first to touch the ball, 5-yard penalty, loss of down. It'll be 2nd down and 15 from the B44. Impactful play number 4. We have the ball being snapped at the 2-yard line. Line of scrimmage officials, reverse mechanics. At the snap, the officials on the line of scrimmage gets to the goal line because of a potential ruling on a safety. We need to be positioned to make sure the whole entire ball on this run play gets out of the end zone. Uh-oh, surprise, bad snap. So this run play turns into a pass play. Now a lot of judgment. Is this passer inside the free blocking zone? Absolutely. Is this passer under duress by number 31 defense? Absolutely. Does this passer throw the ball in an area of a eligible receiver, or does he throw it not in the area of an eligible receiver? All right, so on this play, we have number 15 is the eligible receiver that is closest to this throw. Number 15 doesn't know it's a bad snap. He is playing run block, but that doesn't matter. What matters here is the judgment. Is this ball thrown in an area of an eligible receiver? And the threshold philosophy is 5 yards. The referee's judgment, this passer is clearly throwing the ball away to save yardage to prevent a safety. And then the judgment of the officials is that ball landed more than 5 yards away from the nearest eligible receiver. Intentional grounding in the end zone, result of the play is a safety. So officials, never be surprised, and we won't be surprised if we do our proper mechanics and we're ready for the situations. So intentional grounding, passer threw the ball away into an area of where there's not an eligible receiver. This foul took place in the end zone. Result of the play is a safety. Final impact play of the training tape. Goal line is the line to gain. Officials are getting to the goal line. And this ball carrier is trying to get into the goal line for a score. Helmet off. Helmet off by rule is a dead ball right now. So at this moment, wherever that ball is, that is going to be the location of the next spot, and the officials in perfect position down the goal line, seeing that the ball has not achieved the goal line. So the result of the play is dead ball at the spot where the helmet came off. since this run did end in bounds. Once the crew puts the ball down and we get a sub for the player whose helmet came off not due to foul, we're going to run that clock 25 seconds since it was the offensive player's helmet. So good mechanics getting to the goal line. Good job of having awareness of the rules. When the ball carrier helmet comes off, we're going to stop the game and place the ball where the ball carrier's helmet came off, and we're going to run the clock 25 seconds since it's an offensive player helmet off. That does conclude training tape number 11 for the NFHS NSAA football season. Like to give huge thanks out to the NSAA office for allowing us to put these training tapes together for the officials in the state of Nebraska, future officials who are going to work high school games in the state of Nebraska, and officials throughout the country that have stumbled upon these training tapes, have gained a better understanding of NFHS rules. Officials working playoff games this week, the quarterfinals. Congratulations, good luck, enjoy the moment. And the 21 crews that are going to be working the semifinals and state championships. Good luck. Congratulations on those future assignments, and revisit these training tapes as you're preparing for those big games. Understand the impact and importance and the role we play. Use this education to be seen doing our job to the best of our abilities and not noticed of, man, I wish I would have done that play just a little bit better. Let's be focused, let's be trained, and let's get the big fouls that need to be called, and let's dead ball officiate to prevent players from fouling in big situations in big games. Officials, remember, you're only as good as your last call.